and welcome to tonight's stream of the 2002 F1 Championship on Automobilista 2, hosted by ANZCRL. With me, as usual, in the booth is Mitch. Welcome, Mitch.
Uh, yeah, uh, yeah, it's good to be back for the Silverstone GP.
Yeah, it definitely is, and we'll just quickly jump on and see how the points are stacking after a three out of three from McFly, getting that hat trick as we go into round 6 of 8 for the ANZCRL Automobilista 2 2002 F1 Championship. So yeah, it's still up in for anyone in the top 4 is McFly. Obviously, has got a good current lead on the majority of the field with 36 points in P1 and Magic in P2 with 20 points at the moment. And I believe Magic is missing Silverstone tonight, so it's gonna spice it up a bit. And we've got the Ferrari of Mika the Kid currently holding down P3 with 15. We've now got points on the board all the way down to 15 out of our 25 starters in the championship, or registered drivers, shall I say. So yeah, let's get into qualifying. We've got a couple of guys out on track already. And your predictions, Mitch, for tonight's race?
Uh, it's, uh, it's hard to go past this man, McFly, because he had just been so consistent since, well, we ended up getting that hat trick last round. McFly would definitely be one to watch for.
That is for sure. McFly is as his name say, he is flying at the moment. So we'll see what they do here in qualifying, as McFly's put a 118.9, and it's good to see this man on track. G Dude 66, one of our Jaguar drivers, teammates with Woody Lizard. So yeah, it's good to see G Dude back on track in the Jaguar here for Silverstone. Jay Barrett as well on track after a great round at last week at Monaco. Bit of a hard one as well. I mean, Monaco is not the easiest of races of rounds, and we've got both Williams on track as well tonight with Bocane and CMD Ceres, currently P2 with a 121.2, with a great podium at Monaco in the Williams.
And I get and we also have Cuckoo out on track for the first time in a while.
Yeah, we definitely have Cuckoo back on track as well, which is great to see. Couple of drivers missing around, unfortunately, tonight. Christopher Razor not being able to make it onto track. And I believe it is John Wade as well, and Scar 666 not making tonight's round here at Silverstone.
Yeah.
So a few drivers missing out on some crucial points heading into the back end of the championship.
Yeah. 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 Um. Yeah. yeah, but McFly at the moment, like I a good 3 seconds ahead of Jay Barrett in P2, so McFly is looking really quick again this weekend at Silverstone.
Yeah, McFly in the Renault is definitely the man to watch at the moment. He's our pole sitter for the last three rounds. He's
Eh,
had a 3 runs in a row, and this Renault just seems to have no stop to it.
eh, eh, uh, eh, eh, like eh, even though did it in 2002 championship, did it like 2005 all over again.
Yeah, no, definitely is. So yeah, that's him across the line and back into pit lane. So now Mika the Kid up to P2 with a 120.6, so 1.7 seconds off McFly's time, but the Ferrari is definitely looking at scoring some real good points here at Silverstone.
Yeah, uh, um, yeah, y- yeah, and being in the third last round of the season, a lot of drivers would be looking to get up into that top six.
Yeah, a couple of some decent points being able to score here as well. So we'll see Mika the Kid in the Ferrari just heading out on another run. He'll have one flying lap as he's on his out lap at the moment, and Jay Barrett, in the Minardi. He's up there currently, P3. Great showing by Jay Barrett here. Woody Lizard up to P4. Great seeing the Jaguar up on the second row as it stands. But we've got a couple of quick guys still out there on their flying laps. Cuckoo, 70 Sarah's, G-Dude, Data Race as well. Definitely would be looking at getting up there with the West McLaren.
But uh, but 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 the HP Williams livery is such a iconic livery of that time period as well.
Yeah, if you're talking about a blue and white livery, then the immediate thought is Williams.
Yeah, uh, 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 um, but but we can't talk about iconic liveries without talking about some of the liveries McLaren has had over the years.
Yeah, no, definitely have the kind of black and silver greyish has started to echo through the last couple of years with Mercedes sticking to their color scheme. I'm really digging the new orange and bluish McLaren colors. I think it's a great color
Yeah,
scheme out there.
yeah, 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 like, as we have a few more drivers left out on track, as qualifying is concluded.
Yeah, that is it for qualifying tonight. It's a great run by McFly once again, but look at that. Cuckoo here at the end shooting up to P2. That's a great run in the Jordan Honda. So let's have a look at this. Our starting grid for Silverstone, round 6 of 8. It's McFly on pole. Cuckoo P2, Jay Barrett, great showing by Jay in the Minardi for P3, CMD Ceres in the Williams 4th, Mika the Kid with Ferrari 5th, Woody Lizard in the Jaguar 6th, followed by his teammate G-Dude 66 and 7th, Data Race in 8th, Bo Kane in 9th, and running out the field it's Night Havoc in P10. So it's definitely gonna be a great little fight here towards turn 1 at Silverstone. As you can see, McFly with only one into the 24s in sector 1, and pretty on par between sectors 2 and 3. So we've got a little bit of rain on track, it seems. A little bit of light rain starting out the race here tonight. And hopefully some clear skies going towards the end of the race. So we'll have the guys start out on wets, and hopefully it'll clear up towards the end. We can get some dry running out there. So the grid is set, and we are awaiting the lights. The Cuckoo, if he has a great run off the start here, we're gonna see a fight into turn 1. What's your feeling, Mitch? We're gonna have McFly having it 4 for 4.
Yeah, 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 it's hard to look past McFly, but we all know Cuckoo is very fast as well.
Yeah, definitely. And here we go. We've got lights out, and look at that start by Cuckoo off the line. What did I say? Cuckoo up into P1 currently, and Jay Parrott covering off Mecca the Kid coming down to turn 2. So we've got through the S's. Have we gone through cleanly? That's the question. Seems everybody has made it through cleanly. Woody Lizard dropping 2 spots from the start, with G-Dude coming up to P6. Night Havoc up to P9, and Bo Kane in P10 at the moment. So we've got a bit of sunshine out on track. Let's hope it clears up, and we can have ourselves some dry running. So
Yeah,
Cuckoo with a small little margin of only 3/10, so it's definitely getting up there at the moment. McFly wanting to get that position back, obviously utilizing the slipstream, and he is past. So McFly back into P1, overall lead of the race, and Jay Barrett all over the back of Cuckoo. Mecca the Kid, CMD Ceres, Woody Lizard back up to P6, getting past his teammate G-Dude.
but, but, But now Dado Dado has got parts of G2 to get up to P7.
Yeah, that is for sure. So we've got a couple of positions going up here, and a bit of a mixed grid at the moment as they're trying to sort out those last few positions. As we still on just about lap 2, as McFly's pulled a 1.8 second margin over the Cuckoo with Jay Barrett still on the hunt, just over a second, but we've got Night Havoc all over the back of G Dude. Oh, and the two of them come together. Oh, big contact. That's
contact.
Big contact by Bocane and apologies, Night Havoc and G Dude. So let's hope G Dude can make it back to pit lane, get repairs done, and get him back out on the field. Let's hope there's not too much damage on Night Havoc's car at the moment. But yeah, Jay Barrett all over the back of Cuckoo at the moment as G Dude just makes his way back to pit lane. There's quite a bit of damage on the Jaguar. What a pity for G Dude.
But meanwhile, up the front, McFly is doing what he does best, and just opening up that margin between him and Cuckoo in P2.
He sure is. McFly doing his best out up front, where he is, where his shines is out up front, and look at that, 1.3 seconds faster on the previous lap with a 122.5, as Jay Barrett has just slightly dropped off from Cuckoo after a very, very close little margin between them, as CMD0 is in the background hunting down the Minardi.
Yeah, I can see that there will be a three-way battle between Series Jay Barrett and Cuckoo here in like the next couple of laps.
Definitely seems like it, yeah, that is for sure. And we should not discount Mika the Kid in the Ferrari, as he's just trailing off the back of CMD Cirrus's Williams. As you can see, Mika's just gone up 1.4 seconds on this current lap, so it's definitely still on. P2 to P5 is very close in margins at the moment. As we see G Dude still in pit lane, let's hope the mechanics can get that Jaguar back out on track. Well, we're on lap 5 of 42 on board with Bocane in the second Williams, running out P8 at the moment. Track conditions will definitely not be ideal at the moment, and I'm hoping for some clear skies going towards the pointy end of this race to really see what these 2002 F1 cars can do here at Silverstone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hopefully we get some clear warning in this race.
That would be ideal, as Not Havoc just loses the rear slightly. I wonder if he could potentially be fighting some damage after that contact with G-Dude 66, who's managed to make it out back onto track. Unfortunately, a couple of laps down after the massive contact that they had, and heading into the tire barriers. And look at that margin now at the moment, just under 2 tenths. Look at that slipstream down the back. Jay Barrett is all over the back of Cuckoo. At the slipstream on the straight line is great in these cars coming down the straight, but then as soon as they hit that those corners, it's no grip, as the track is pretty wet out there. CMD Sears and the Williams chasing down Jay Barrett, who's on the tack of Cuckoo's Jordan. CMD Sears will definitely be in the hunt for another podium after a great showing at Monaco last week. P3 overall after a grueling, what was it, Mitch? 78 laps, I believe it was, at Monaco.
Yeah, 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 yeah. He sure would have failed it after those 78 laps.
Yeah, that is for sure. So we've got all the way down from P2 to P6 of Woody Lizard and the Jaguar, all in the 23s. But look at CMD Ceres 122.8. So on the hunt there, that's for sure. As McFly with a 121.5 on the previous lap 7. So it seems these times are dropping as a little bit of a dry line might be forming on track, and just helping these drivers able to put a bit of power down coming out of the corners. McFly with a nice healthy 11-second margin over Cuckoo. So McFly's strategy continues. Open up the margin, get into pit lane, and hope that margin is just enough to stay out in front. So this three-way battle is now a fight for P2, and it's going to be who comes out the best through the corners. The slipstream can help you navigate your nose up to the rear of the car ahead, but then it is all about that traction in the corners. Jay Barrett has been hunting a podium, and he would be definitely holding on to P3, that final step on the podium, with all his might behind the wheel of the Minardi. Woody Lizard as well has been closing down that margin towards the Ferrari of Mick the Kid. Good showing by Woody Lizard and the Jaguar. P6 at the moment. Night Havoc all over the back of Bocane. So we've got the Williams coming under fire here by the Sauber. Night Havoc all over the back now of Bocane. Slight little wheel spin, less traction in the corners as he's dropped back just slightly, but Jay Barrett all over the back of the Jordan. Look at that slipstream just helping here towards the back.
Yeah. Jay Barrett is all over the back of Cuckoo at the moment, looking to hopefully make a move as Cuckoo pulls out a little bit.
Yeah, that margin is slightly just opened up a bit at the moment as Cuckoo notices the Minardi in his rearview mirrors all over him. It's all about the corners at the moment as the traction in the corners. You get all the straight line speed coming down the straight and in the slipstream, but it all comes down to that corner traction.
Yeah, 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 yes, but there's definitely a dry land forming out on track now.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of additional grip out there as those lap times keep falling. It's a little fight here between Cuckoo and Jay Barrett is definitely helping out CMD Ceres in the Williams as he is able to close back up. Night Havoc has been able to get past Bocane in the second Williams, currently running P8.
But but this is quite a intense battle for second.
It sure is, as we just saw Jay Barrett just slightly losing the front coming into the second last corner, just running slightly wide. And Jay Barrett will be definitely aware of CMD Ceres just creeping around the rear of the Minardi.
Yeah. But but uh, but this freeway battle is definitely going to space up in the next couple of laps.
That is for sure. And with Mika the Kid as well, he might be just about 2.5 to 3 seconds off these three cars, but he's still in the mix, running some great laps at the moment in the Ferrari, as Woody Lizard as well as finds some grip and doing 122s at the moment. So Woody would definitely be looking at closing down that 4.5 second margin between him and Mika the Kid. As we see Jay Barrett just running slightly wide at the moment.
Uh, 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 as we have McFly here out in front, does keep on building on his lead.
Yeah, that is correct. Already nearly 20 seconds out on front. 121 currently the only driver in the 121s at the moment. And Jay Barrett gets past Cuckoo. It's a pity we missed that move, but I can just imagine it was amazing. So we've got CMD Series now all over the back of Cuckoo as well. He would be looking at capitalizing here as well, getting up to P3. That podium finish for the Williams at Monaco is just, I think, is hungry for another podium. Now, with these tires at the moment and the rain starting to ease off a little bit, I'm pretty sure these guys will be hunting for some dry track as well, just to cool down those tires slightly. So now it is all between the Williams and the Jordan, as Jay Barrett has pulled a 2-second margin over Cuckoo.
But Commander Series is definitely getting the grip as he's just eating away at that gap.
He sure is as well. And at the moment, CMG Series will be seeing the red of the Ferrari of Mick the Kid in his mirrors as well. So he'll be keeping a close eye on that margin as he fights for P3 at the moment. So a 14th lap down of 42. And now the strategy comes in. Who pits when and for what tire? How much fuel do you take? As Ceres is all over the back of Kuki if you look at the margins at the moment. Ceres wanting to capitalize here. Coming down the back. Right in the slipstream. How close can he get it? Cuckoo having a brilliant drive in the Jordan. We haven't seen Cuckoo out on track for a bit, so this is a great showing by Cuckoo here. Struggling for a bit of grip out of that final corner there. Ceres and the Williams. He would definitely be looking at closing down that margin. Ceres seems very, very quick in the Williams in Sector 1. And 2/10 up on his personal best. With the two of these fighting at the moment, we've got Jay Barrett with a nice little margin over Ceros and Kuka as he comes up to G-Dude 66, one of the back markers here at Silverstone. As we have G2 just getting offline as he lets Jay Barrett pass, and
we don't have any game sound.
I see that. Let me have a look. It should be there. Let me just have a look. I've just turned it on and off. I hope that is bringing through a bit of game sound now. Woohoo! Great. That fixed it. Thanks for letting us know there, Stream Snipe. Old Stu. Thanks for tuning in, Stu, and thanks for letting us know about some audio difficulties there. Whoa! Jay Barrett, just as you jumped off him, just losing the rear there. Thanks, Stu. Appreciate that, mate. Yeah.
As we were fixing our technical difficulties, Commander Series has got past Cuckoo for P3.
That is correct, yes. So we've got Cirrus up into P3, just have G-Dude 66 ahead of him in the Jaguar. So I'm pretty sure he would be wanting to get by G-Dude just to put that back marker, that Jaguar, right in between him and Cuckoo. So Cuckoo will be picking up a bit of a slipstream down here as just takes a dive on G-Dude, as so does Mecca the Kid. So this has brought in Mecca the Kid into the picture. The Ferrari is all over the back of the Jordan at the moment. We also had our second person into the 121s, which was CMD Cirrus on the previous lap. So big push by Cirrus at the moment. And he'll be looking at chasing down Jay Barrett in the Minardi at the moment. Cuckoo will be seeing red all at the moment and wanting to keep P4 at the as lap 18 ticks on to lap 19.
As a Ferrari fan, you love to see it.
Oh no, 100%, that is for sure. Seeing the mighty red coming up through the ranks in the positions and making his move forward is always great to see. What's your take on the Miami track, Kempo?
Yeah. I don't mind it, but F1 has too many Grand Prix over in the state.
Yeah, this is going to be a long season for the drivers. I personally, I really like Miami. Cool little track. Not as big of a media showcase that Vegas is. But yeah, it's good to see old Charles Leclerc and Sainz up there showing the first two rows with Red Bull. So it's yeah, Red Bull and Ferrari lockout on on the first two rows.
Yeah, it's good to see Ferrari climbing their way back up to the top.
That is for sure. Pretty bad old Danny Rick getting a three place penalty.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've still got Mick the Kid chasing down Cuckoo here in the Jordan Honda, and Jay Barrett with a nice little 2.5 second margin over CMD Series and the Williams in P3. It's a great showing by Jay Barrett in the Minardi at the moment. Yeah, so our closest fight at the moment is the Ferrari of Mika the Kid chasing down Cuckoo in the DHL Jordan Honda. As Dado in the West McLaren just making his way up towards the back of Bo Kane in the secondary Williams at the moment. Great to see G-Dude 66 still sticking out there on track after losing 2 laps in pit lane due to damage, as he found the fence after a collision between him and Night Havoc, which we might see the stewards look into after the race. Mecca and Cuckoo doing very, very similar laps. As we've got Mecca the Kid in pit lane, so is Jay Barrett. So we've got our P2 sitter currently in pit lane. So that puts CMD Cirrus currently up to P2 in the Williams, with Cuckoo back up to P3. And Woody Lizard now in 4th. That Jaguar of Woody Lizard has had a great round thus far. Wouldn't you say that, Kempo?
Yeah, Woody Lizard has had a very good round so far.
He definitely has, yes. So I've got a bit of an inside message here from Stu in the stream, and it seems that looking at McFly's tire wears, there's definitely some tire wear happening at the moment as we head into lap 23, as CMG Steros is in pit lane as well. So we've got Woody Lizard now in the Jaguar up to P3, with Cuckoo now in P2. And yeah, there is some significant wear on the tires. It seems like the left-hand side of these cars are taking the majority of the beating. So now we've got Night Havoc in pit lane. Woody Lizard, P3 in the Jaguar now. He still needs to pit, but seems he's managing those tires perfectly at the moment. So with Cuckoo and Woody Lizard still to pit at the moment, so we've got CMD Ceres and Jay Barrett back at it. Seems that margin has definitely closed down after pit stops. We have reached just over the halfway point of this round. I'm pretty sure these cars would be fueled and tired to the end. Woody Lizard coming up on his teammate G-Dude 66. Now, the question is, how far is Woody able to push these tires, as he's still running very great laps, very good laps here on a good set of worn 24 lap tires. As we've got Dado Racer in currently in pit lane.
Yeah, yeah. Woody Lizard is having a really good round this round.
He sure is, yeah. So I mean, with the amount of pit stops that we've seen, these Jaguars are definitely able to manage those tires just a little bit better than the majority of the field at the moment, as Woody is running P3 at the moment, still needing to pit, and I believe Cuckoo as well. I can't recall seeing Cuckoo in pit lane. As we know, we had Jay Barrett in P2 and CMD Ceres P3 just before we had our round of pit stops. McFly with the 122 dead.
Uh, as we have both Woody, Lizard, and Cuckoo coming for the rounds of pit stops.
Yeah, that is for sure. So we've got Cuckoo fourth, our P4 runner, and P5 Woody Lizard currently in pit lane as Cuckoo exits, and he'll be coming out just in front of Mecca the Kid, who's got a nice set of warm tires, so he'll be looking at capitalizing on the Cuckoo's outlap. So that puts Jay Barrett back up to P2, CMD Ceres P3, Cuckoo 4th, Mecca the Kid in 5th in the Ferrari, Woody Lizard in P6 in the Jaguar, with Night Havoc in the Sauber P7, the West McLaren of Data Racer P8, Bocane in the Williams P9, as we just see him get out of the way from Mecca the Kid, as they put a lap on Bocane, and G-Dude in the Jaguar currently running out our 10th spot on the grid. As we just see Data Racer getting out of the way for CMD Ceres. So just 2 seconds off the Minardi at the moment. And we're 27 laps in of 42. Still some rain out on track, but the sun is creeping through the clouds.
Yeah, 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 there's definitely a dry line out there now.
Oh, we just see CMG Sarah's just locking those rears, and it just rotates the car, but he keeps it under control, just heading on onto the grass, but not losing too much. 3.4 is the margin between him and Jay Barrett. Jay Barrett having a great round here in the Minardi at Silverstone, as he's currently running P2 overall. 35 seconds behind our leader McFly in the Renault. We definitely have more rain in Sector 3 than we do in Sector 1.
But Mika the Kid, is now trying to get on the back of the Jordan.
He sure is, yeah. 3/10 faster on the previous lap than Cuckoo. But they are going to be starting to getting into some traffic now. How will the traffic affect these drivers that are currently fighting for position? As we see Data Race just getting out of the way for Cuckoo. There's nothing in between the drivers of Cuckoo and Mika the Kid. And Mika the Kid has been able to close that margin between him and Dado, who's currently a back marker. And Dado just getting out of the way for Mika. And now the Ferrari will be back on the charge towards that rear wing of the Jordan. CFD0 is able to maintain that 2-second margin between him and Jay Barrett. That Minardi is definitely not able to run away from the Williams here. So we've got 12 to go, and so who of these runners that are currently fighting for position will be looking at saving a little bit of tires just for the end of this race? We know now that the tire wear is quite significant on the loaded side of the car, which is the left-hand side, front and rear, as they take the majority of the strain around Silverstone. Coming up to a back marker, I believe that might be Woody Lizard, potentially? Or is that G-Dude's Jaguar at the moment? I believe that was G-Dude. As we
Yeah.
just see Woody Lizard rounding out Bo Kane in the Williams. CMG Zero's just a second off the rear of the Minardi. Jay Barrett is driving the wheels of the Minardi, keeping this charging Williams of CMD Zeros ahead of him. McFly, our pole sitter at the moment, with 10 to go. I think it's time for a lap around Silverstone. What do you think, Kempo?
Yes.
We'll take a lap around Silverstone on board our current leader, McFly, in the Renault. As we just see McFly running around the last couple of corners, as Mecca the Kid now on charge towards Cuckoo, so 1.5 second margin between the two of them. As the fight up at front with Jay Barrett and CMD Sears is now a nice little hot and spicy fight here with 9 to go. As the margin is just still a second, but we could see that slipstream definitely taking effect as the margin was able to close down. Bit of wheel spin out of the final corner, but yeah, now just under a margin of 1 second going into turn 1. Eight tenths of a second between P1 and P2 and P3. Sorry, as we've got 8 to go. Cirrus is certainly putting the pressure here on the Jay Barrett.
And Commander Series is looking to go for a move.
He definitely is. He's just sizing up Jay Barrett, seeing where he can put some pressure on the Minardi and potentially a mistake, which can see Cirrus getting up to P2 here towards the end of Silverstone round 6. As the slipstream will now definitely be a big factor here. It's a 48-second margin to McFly, so he is safe at the moment. He now just needs to manage his tires and any potential engine damage or engine wear towards the end of this race. But CMD Cirrus is all over the back of the Minardi of Jay Barrett. You can see CMD Cirrus, the line that he's taking, he's looking at bit of a wheel spin there by Jay Barrett, and now it's just over a tenth coming into turn 1. Very hard to pass into turn 1. As we've got Mika the Kid as well, all over the back of Cuckoo now. So we've got two very tight little battles here towards the end of this race. 6 to go, and it's P2, P3, P4, and P5 is not confirmed at the moment.
There's some very close battles up the front.
It sure is. Yeah, Forbidden, it's definitely a matter of time at the moment. It's a tight little fight. So if we jump just on board with CMD Cirrus as that margin, he is all over the back of the Minardi of Jack Barrett. Oh, a lot of wheel spin from the Williams out of the final corner. So still a bit of water out on track, and it's going to come down to who can manage these tires. We've got 5 to go, and it is spicy at the moment. This is what we like to see towards the end of any round, is a nice little fight, and the podium is not yet confirmed.
But this is a tad marching at the moment.
Yeah, there's nothing in it at the moment. This is literally going to be where CMG Series is just sizing up Jay Barrett's Minardi. Sarah's definitely taking a different line. He's looking at straightening out his car so he can get all the grip and try and get past, but Jay Barrett is making that Minardi as wide as possible. This is a great fight. We've got 4 to go.
As as we have Commander Series setting up Jay Barrett
He
as he
sure
goes
is.
for the overtake.
He's on the outside of the corner. It is so tight at the moment. That sure is forbidden. It is great defensive driving by Jay Barrett. Very clean driving by the two of them. These drivers know each other very well. And Cirrus is sizing up. He is going for it. He is going.
Now,
Oh, he backs off.
backs off. A bit of spray from Jay Barrett.
Yeah, went a slightly wide and all that's water just off track. Oh, have we got some tire wear, or has the rain just gotten a little slightly worse here on the... Oh, this is so tight into turn one. Too wide through turn one. And Cirrus backs off. Wow, what a fight here towards the end. And there we go. Cirrus is going
for... They go side by side.
They're going...
And Commander Series just has to back off there.
Just has to back off, that is for sure. It is so tight between Jay Barrett and... Oh, and he goes for it. He goes for it.
Commander Series again.
Has he done it? Has he done it? No, not yet. But he has the line. He has... Oh, no! The two of them collide on the second last... Oh, with 3 to go. And he gives the position back. Great driving. This is what we want to see. Hopefully no damage to the drivers' cars and they can continue on. But this has brought in Mika the Kid as he has gotten past Cuckoo. There seems to be a lot of water on the final sector and the final corner, especially a lot of water.
Which has to make you think of, has the rain picked back up?
It definitely has here in Sector 1, as we can see a lot of rain coming down. Sun is heading away at the moment, and we've got this fight back on.
Commander Series.
Oh, Cirrus closing the door. Cirrus closing the door. He's gotten past, and that is P2.
Which brings Mika the Kid right up behind Jay Barrett.
That sure does. Jay Barrett is gonna be on. Ooh, as we have the Ferrari of Mika the Kid. Just there is definitely a lot of rain on track at the moment, as we can see that the lap times are just tumbling at the moment.
As we have McFly, who has nearly lapped the entire field.
Yeah, that is for sure. McFly is 1.8 seconds ahead of the field at the moment. So he's just crossing the start finish at the moment, as we can see Cuckoo's Jordan right ahead of McFly. So the leader is coming up to P5. So CMD Cirrus has pulled out a bit of a margin on Jay Barrett at the moment. Now, we can definitely assume that is tire wear. It is also track conditions at the moment, as there is a lot of water on track. The lap times are definitely tumbling at the moment with the weather conditions at the moment, as Mecca the Kid is just about 3.5 seconds off the back of the Minardi of Jay Barrett. They are tiptoeing it around the final corner, and that's our leader McFly. You can see him getting all screwed, but that is it. That is it. It is 4 from 4. And now we've got CMD Series on his final lap. He's got a decent margin between him and Jay Barrett in P3, so he needs to take it easy. A
But
lot of water on track here.
but what a drive by Commander Series and Jay Barrett.
Oh, definitely. What a drive. P3 at Monaco and P2 at Silverstone. That's a great drive by Commander Series, as we've got Jay Barrett just probably coming across the line, if not already across the line in P3. What a race. And that is it for Silverstone, round 6 of 8. McFly with an astonishing 1 minute and 14.9 second margin over P2. Commander Sarah's P2. Jay Barrett P3. So that's our podium here at Silverstone. I think it's only fitting to hear from our drivers themselves.
Yeah.
Let's quickly grab our podium finishers. Jay Barrett, welcome.
Jay Barrett.
Welcome, congratulations, P3, but a bit of a hairy one there between you and Cirrus on those last 10 laps, keeping us on the edge of our seats here.
Yeah, we're battling good, eh? And then I don't know. I was adjusting my traction control and I hit a puddle or something. We just magnetized together.
Yeah.
It's like no damage, so we continued on.
Yeah. Look, unfortunately, you guys came together there, but hopefully no damage and a nice little clean position given back by Cirrus, and then the fight was on.
Yeah, it was good sportsmanship for Sears giving it back. He would have had me anyway. I was just trying to hold him off, but yeah,
How did you find the track conditions here towards the end? It seemed to get real hairy there on the final corner. A lot of water in sector 3.
Yeah, sector 3 was treacherous. It was like a river. So yeah, it was like a toss up between do you come in for inters or not. But the first half of the track was dry still, so you just had to brave it out really.
Yeah. Well, man, congratulations on P3 here in the end at round 6 in the Minardi.
Yeah, thank you. Out to podium for the Minardi.
Well
Yeah,
done.
that's it. That's it. Another little tick off the bucket
Yep.
list in the Minardi.
Yeah, sure was. Yeah, we've needed to score good points the last couple of rounds. It's just, luckily, it went our way this time, which is
Yeah,
good.
no, definitely was a good start from you off the line, and then getting up to P2, and you held that position for the majority of the race here as Ceres was hunting you down. So, congratulations on a podium for round 6.
Yeah, thank you very much. Hopefully, we can keep this going.
Definitely, we'll definitely keep a lookout for the Minardi at round 7.
Yeah, thank you.
So let's grab our P2 finishers, Commander Ceres. Welcome, congratulations,
Welcome.
P2.
Hey guys, I hope you liked that one.
Oh mate, that was super intense.
Yeah, we were on the edge of our seats for that one.
Yeah.
Not as much as me, Mitchy. Oh no, I was like,
that was
it was-
absolutely phenomenal racing on those last 10 laps by you and Jay Barrett. You guys were the talking point and
oh,
of the last 10 laps. We had a good little fight going between Mika and Cuckoo as well, but the margin between you and Jay Barrett was just too good not to keep on.
yeah, no, it was a very enjoyable battle with my old friend Jay Barrett there, and it was good to see him running so well up in the points. But I couldn't let him have second.
well,
So,
with the taste of the podium at Monaco, I would have only assumed you were on the hunt for an even better finish here at Silverstone.
yeah, well, I'm on. I got 2 fourths, and then I got 2 thirds. So if I'm on the current trajectory, I got second next week, and hopefully they'll win in the final round.
There we go. There we go. That's great thinking. Great maths. I believe your maths is correct.
I hope so, but McFly is just too good up there. I think he won a
Look,
minute or
he
so.
was he
Yeah.
had a 1 minute and basically 15 seconds margin over the
Yeah.
field.
So basically everyone from 5th downwards were already lapped.
Yeah, okay. I know it was tricky to set the car up because you weren't sure what the conditions were going to do, but I went for a full dry setup and was just going to hold on at the end if it rained.
Yeah, and it seemed very very wet out there, especially sector 3 in the last part of the race, especially the final corner. We saw all of you guys tiptoeing through the final corner.
Oh, that was proper wet there. Yeah, there was so much water on the track and you just couldn't get any grip through that last corner. And even just that side of the circuit, you come around to turn 1 and Maggots and Beckett's was all fine there.
Yeah. Well, Cirrus, congratulations on P2 at Silverstone.
Thanks, guys, and thanks for calling this one. And you guys do a great job.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Cirrus. And yeah, see you back on at round 7.
Absolutely, Spa.
Oh, my favorite. Have a good night.
Thank you.
And McFly, welcome.
Welcome.
Congratulations. That's 4 from 4.
Yeah, thank you very much.
How did you find the final sector in the last 10 laps? It seemed very very wet.
Yeah, it was tiptoeing through there, and fortunately the team at Renault did great simulations before the race, so I knew that was going to happen and had my traction control turned way up when that came around.
We could definitely see the lap times plummeting towards the end, and it got worse and worse as we got closer to our 42 laps. But yeah, great. A great run by you. Lost the lead of the start.
Yeah, absolutely rinsed on the start. There was an amazing launch by Cuckoo. He used the launch control, which generally in dry conditions is not that effective, but in that just slightly damp conditions, it was amazing.
Yeah, he had a massive lunge off the start and took the lead into turn one, and a couple of laps later you were able to just put the move on him and get the lead back, and from there you just managed that margin and just kept pushing out on it.
Yeah, that one felt pretty good, to be quite honest. I didn't have as much distraction in my stream tonight, so I was able to focus a bit harder, and I really was able to just that time.
Well, we had a bit of an inside man on your stream there, and he fed me some information through the majority of the race, as I had a little bit of an insight on to tire wear, and
Yeah.
I saw a lot of tire wear on the loaded side of the car, being the left, and yeah, it's especially the rear. So how did you find managing those tires towards the end?
Yeah, that's certainly was a big challenge. It was really a matter of trying to not get the left side tires too hot.
Yeah.
Because as soon as they got above like that thermal threshold, they just started to wear like crazy. So it really was just about managing them in certain corners. If you manage that, it wasn't too bad.
Mm.
But it could get out of hand pretty quickly.
Yeah, yeah. Good lap in the wet as well. 120, I believe it was your fastest, and CMD Sarah's the only other driver tonight into the 121s. So yeah, it was a good fight. A good piece of stream to watch is the last 10 laps. It is a crazy battle between Cirrus and Jay Barrett.
Yeah, they were talking that up post race. I'm very excited to go watch.
It was a great one. Trust me, it was insane. We almost thought we lost both of them at one stage as they came together. I think they just lost a bit of traction and just touched. But Sarah's being the good driver that he is, some good sportsmanship was shown. He gave the position back to Jay Barrett, and they continued on, and he managed to get past. But yeah, McFly being McFly, and just too quick for the rest of the field. And yeah, that's 4 from 4. Well done.
Thanks very much, guys. Good work.
Awesome stuff. And we'll see you next round or next week at Spa for round 7.
Yeah, excited for that one.
Oh, definitely one of my favorite tracks.
Absolutely.
All right, awesome, mate. Congratulations on another win, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks very much, guys.
Well, Mitch, thanks for sharing the comms box as usual with me here at ANZCRL.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week for round 7 at Spa. Yeah, that's going to be a very, very good round. I think Spa is definitely a favorite of many.
Yeah.
And yeah, these cars are insane around Spa. Nothing like Eau Rouge. There's nothing else like it on any other track. So, any case, thanks, Mitch. We will see you next week. Thanks for everyone tuning in on the stream. And as always, if you want to get involved, just head over to Just Race and look for NZ Combined Racing League, and come and have a run at Automobilista 2. Thank you very much, and have a good night. Cheers, Mitch.
Cheers.